if you're a maker, your projects become your calling card, and it's a source of opportunities for work or collaboration. And in order to get people to pay attention to your work, you have to do some project promotion. You've got to get out there and get people talking about your work. There are a few things that I want to talk about that might help you, a few tips that might help you get more attention for your work, and hopefully maybe more opportunities can come your way, and that's a good thing. And these are all things that I've done myself that have helped me a lot. So first of all, if you have a website, a blog, let's say it's a WordPress blog, my first general piece of advice is make yourself easy to write about. If you're writing up a project, make sure you give it like a nice title, give it a short description, and then a more in-depth description. And make sure in your description your passion and excitement are coming through. What is it that you liked about it? What did you think would come of it? What were the challenges? Talk about it. Give lots of, just go on and on and on about it. Show some details. What did you learn? What could be learned from the technology? Anything you can. Really put a lot of information out there. Lots of photos, an embeddable video. All these things make it very easy for writers to write about you. If they're looking at two different projects and both of them are equal in terms of merit on their own, and the writer says, well, I can't decide between these two, but this one has full res photos and an embeddable video on YouTube, that makes it much more compelling for me to write about. It'll look better on our blog, so let me write about that one instead. So keep that in mind when you're documenting projects, that you want yourself to be easy to write about. The next tip I have is to go out and pitch. This is really, really important. If you're blogging and no one's following, you've got to go out and tell people you've got something. And I know as an editor for Make, I know we get submissions in. We do look through everything. We do post about the tips we receive. I know that I've sent my own projects to tip lines at other sites and have gotten picked up on their site that way. So if you go to a site, look for the contribute or contact or send a tip, and send your project that way, and you will see results from that as long as your project is there's something remarkable about it. And if you think you have something, you should be going out and pitching. The other tip has to do with your pitch to these people. I recommend you think like a headline writer. So if I'm writing about something, I need to be careful what the headline is. I need to look at a project and say, what's cool about this? What's interesting about it? What's remarkable? What's going to pull people in? And so I have a challenge to write a headline. Now, if you in a really, really short sentence can sum up why your project is absolutely amazing, that makes it easier for me to write a headline about it. And if you think of your project as a bit of a headline in a sense, like the title of a blog post, you've really distilled down what's cool about your project. And it's important to be able to do that. I see some amazing, incredible projects, but they're really, really hard to describe why they're amazing. And that makes it harder to write about. So if you do have a complex project, it might be good to focus on one interesting, amazing thing about it, or really distill down what it's doing in the end that's amazing, rather than trying to encompass what the whole project is about in your title or in your description. So think carefully about that. Think carefully about how you pitch it, making sure to leave in just the right amount of information. So if you've done any project promoting yourself, and if you've done anything that you think works really well, do leave a comment, let me know. If you have any questions about project promotion, let me know, leave a comment. I would love to answer them. You can find me on Twitter. And actually, that's another tip. Be on Twitter. Be active on Twitter. Cultivate relationships on Twitter. So many good opportunities have come my way through using Twitter, and I've gotten so much great coverage through just having good relationships with people on Twitter, and it's just fun. If you don't use Twitter or you use it very little, it does take time to cultivate relationships and make Twitter work for you, but I promise you it's worth the investment. So there you go, a bunch of project promotion tips. Do leave any tips you have in the comments below, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.